think I was one of the few people in 2001 that didn't like Sonic Adventure 2. The game was being pulled in too many directions, and I felt like Sonic Team lost focus on the things that made Sonic Adventure 1 a fun game. After what felt like an eternity, Sonic's next adventure was released in 2004. I purchased Sonic Heroes for the original Xbox almost immediately, with high expectations. Unfortunately, I hated it. I hated it so much that I stopped purchasing Sonic games for nearly 8 years, finally pulling the trigger on Sonic Generations in 2011. It feels a bit strange to revisit this game. While it received positive reviews upon release, time has not been kind to Sonic Heroes, and today's reviewers are far less tolerant to the game's problems. The premise of Sonic Heroes is pretty cool. Take a team of 3 characters and speed through Sonic Adventure-styled levels. It's awesome seeing Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles on the screen at the same time, and the ability to switch between them on the fly is a radical concept. Switching characters puts you into different modes. Tails is Fly mode, Sonic is Speed mode, and Knuckles is Power mode. Each mode changes the moveset available. In Fly mode, you can fly. Tails can also hurl Sonic and Knuckles at enemies. In Power mode, Knuckles can bash through obstacles, throw Sonic and Tails at enemies, and can glide over these fans. Finally, in Speed mode, Sonic can perform a tornado maneuver up certain obstacles, as well as do the Lightspeed dash over a line of rings. It is a touch overwhelming at first, but it actually becomes second nature rather quickly. There are usually color-coded monitors telling you what mode to be in, and if that doesn't work, the characters are usually talking to each other, pointing out who needs to do what. Between common sense and the game's hints, you'll be up to speed in no time. Of course, Sonic Team didn't stop there. There are 3 other teams available as well. They follow the same formula, with Fly, Speed, and Power modes available with similar enough movesets. The main difference is that each team represents a different difficulty level. Team Rose is the easy difficulty, featuring the shortest levels. Team Sonic is medium difficulty with medium length levels. Team Dark is the hard mode with the longest levels. Team Chaotix has mission-based gameplay on the same levels. This is an interesting concept, except you have to play through the game in its entirety with all 4 teams if you wish to see the game's real ending. This leads me to Sonic Heroes' first issue. The stages are too long. Despite being the medium difficulty, most of Team Sonic's levels took me around 10 minutes to complete, and that doesn't include all of the times I died, or worse, restarted the level from the beginning. This is just the tip of the iceberg for bad design. The levels are almost all floating platforms, surrounded by nothingness. Falling off a platform or missing a jump will result in falling into this nothingness. Worse yet, the game is glitchy and somewhat broken. You'll fall into the abyss because the game is programmed poorly. The rail grinding is the absolute worst. Switching rails is a gamble, and more often than not, you'll simply be hurled into death rather than switching to the next rail. The game is filled with areas where you think the game is on autopilot and assume you'll land safely, only to find you were actually supposed to manually intervene. It's just bad design. Using Sonic is oftentimes a gamble, as you think you are homing into an enemy and then bounce off into death. It's a shame too, because there are some other great ideas found in Sonic Heroes. Each character can be leveled up to 3 times. This is achieved by locating certain monitors or collecting orbs from defeated enemies. As each character levels up, their attacks become stronger. At the beginning of a stage, an enemy might take 2 or 3 hits to defeat, but after leveling up, they will go down in just a single hit. There is also a meter at the top of the screen. Once filled, you can do a team attack that does massive damage. Both of these little things give incentive to actually taking down enemies, rather than breezing past them, and at the same time are completely optional.
Energy plant? So that's energy flowing through those red pipes. What's with this path? Just standing on it carries me forward. Got it!
Leave it to me! All right!
The boss battles are all over the map in Sonic Heroes. On this one, I had to knock Team Rose off a floating platform. This boss is nothing more than a gauntlet of regular bad guys, but the Eggman bosses are the absolute worst. Again, the glitchy programming and poor design rear their ugly head. On this one, you are supposed to take out specific parts of Eggman's vessel, but it just doesn't work. Sonic will be auto-targeted to a portion of the ship that doesn't take damage. I finally gave up and just beat regular bad guys until my team meter filled up and attacked that way. It was a long, tedious process for sure. What's most disappointing about all of this is there are brief glimmers of hope that a good game is lurking here. The art direction is terrific, with awesome textures that harken back to Sonic's 16-bit days. The music is also above average, with some tracks fitting the environments perfectly, making things feel pretty epic. And then a terrible level like Casino Park appears and just sucks the life right out of Sonic Heroes. The pinball physics are broken, Sonic doesn't always nudge in the direction of the joystick, and the flippers have a mind of their own. This is followed up with Bingo Highway, which might be even worse. You have to avoid these pits, but I swear the controls randomly reverse as you race down the highway. Suddenly, pressing left shifts you right. It's seriously broken. The voice acting in Sonic Heroes isn't terrible either, with cartoonish voices and a light story that are neither convoluted nor overstay their welcome. It's everything you could want in a 3D Sonic game. Overall, the graphics, art style, cutscenes, story, vibrant colors, and music are all well done. Sadly, Sonic Team really missed the mark as far as the fun goes. The stages are far too long, and it's too easy to fall into a bottomless pit. Sonic Heroes is more often frustrating than enjoyable. I'm sure many folks have fond memories of this one, but I just don't see it. 2 out of 5.